and welcome to 2021 and welcome to The Bridge Show. Did you miss me or did you miss us? We are back with a vengeance. It's actually then 2021 and we are transmitting live from our Oslo HQ's IP studio in the basement of Bridge Technologies HQ. So yes, welcome. Every single Tuesday we will entertain you with new stuff, new interesting stuff. And of course it's going to be IP based mostly. So, you know, we are keeping some traditions from last year. And of course, we finished off some weeks before Christmas and of course our amazing Christmas calendar with Axel Kolstad and the mad musical genius that he represents. So why don't we actually start today with the mad musical genius and see what Axel has in store for us?
We're having lunch? No? Denise is not here? Denise is here? Okay, I'm out.
Well, what do you give me? This is just amazing. I mean, he is just a phenomenal player, of course, of the piano, but also, you know, quite a comedian, as you saw during the Christmas calendar. But he was mentioning lunch and Denise not being there, but that's actually not true, because what we are actually presenting for you here is that Denise is actually here. She is not only, you know, making lunch for us, but she is doing the direction. So, hello Denise, how are you doing? She is here and she's doing then the directing of this episode. That is pretty cool. And she actually cooks our lunch every single day as well. Holy moly, that is really something. So, guys, I say to you, where can we go? But we got some more stuff actually coming on into the show. And that basically is, of course, we got Tim with us. Hello, Tim.
Hi, Simon, and season 2 of The Bridge Show. Glad to be back on it, and we're back in business.
Yes, we are, and I'm you know, very proud of the team doing all this stuff. So basically, we are having a ball bringing this to you live. But we have a packed program, don't we, Tim?
We absolutely do. We do. We're going to introduce a guest who got up pretty early this morning, earlier than us.
That is very true. We actually have a guest that is coming in. He is the managing director of our newest partnership in the US of the 2110 Solutions. And you know, 2110, that kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Because again, 2110, that is uncompressed video. We got the absolute amazing Joe from 2110 as our studio guest today, live from New York. And how are you doing, Joe?
Great, Simon. I'm doing well. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. It's good to see you, my friend. And it's so great because this year you will be promoting the amazing uncompressed capabilities of our equipment, aren't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. And there's a lot to promote, there's a lot to talk about and introduce to people.
Because you are actually in broadcast center. I mean, ground, the real epiphany and you know, center of all broadcast, which is New York. I mean, every single channel on the planet has offices there, right?
Absolutely. Many people, not all, but most have headquarters in the major metropolitan New York area, as well as Washington, D.C.
And for people that don't know you as well as we do, then basically you basically have been in this broadcast business for ages, haven't you? You're not that old though.
Uh, yeah, I'm getting up there, but yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time. My whole career, really, starting from even in university onward, and I've had the privilege to work with some very good, experienced, and very bright people. So hopefully, some of it is rubbed off on me, maybe a little bit.
You know, it's funny you should say that. University is a kind of a cool place to actually start off. I started with the Oslo Students Radio Club, actually. So yeah, holy Moses.
That's exactly where I started. I started at radio, then I went to the television studio and stayed on the television side.
Well, we got some parallels in that career thingy, but again, because you know you're actually our newest partner, and we are so looking forward to working together with you to address this marketplace. And how do you see these things? What's going to be you know important for 2110 Solutions going forward?
Well, I think for 2110, this has been really a bit of a dream for me to be able to bring different types of applications and workflows. Everything is changing right now, and 2110 as a standard is so formidable and so capable and has been worked on by so many intelligent people and societies over time. And it's here now, and it's ready to go, and it's so useful, and there's so many things you can accomplish with it. But I don't think everyone has all of the applications and all of the creative ideas of how to use this standard. So I came up with the idea of bringing together different production applications for SIMD ST2110, and Bridge Technologies came to mind, and I had the opportunity to chat with Philip. And you guys have been around the longest, and you're kind of like the quiet company. You've been doing this a long time. You've been leaders in this for the longest time. And so who better to kick it off with than with Bridge Technologies?
You know, that's very true. And but kind words there, Joe. Thank you for that. But you know, one of the first things you did was to author, you know, some questions that potential customers and integrators should ask themselves. Why don't we run through some of them?
Go right ahead. Yeah, maximizing your current resources to do more with less. Yeah, that's a big one, and everybody needs to do more with less today. That seems to be a de facto thing that everyone needs to do more and be more efficient, more productive, and you know, that goes right to the bottom line.
It's very, very true, and that is one of the mega trends that you can see, that you really want to combine a lot of functions in as little equipment as humanly possible. And that is something that we really you know, are focusing on, so that when you purchase one piece of a good kit, you can utilize it for many purposes, and that again reduces form factor and of course cost, which also, you know, sometimes is important. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And it goes right to the heart of what we were just talking about, 2110 as a standard, and 22-6 for HD and SDI. That's not going to go away right away, but we can handle that, no problem. And but for production applications in studio for remotes, the 2110 and 2110 Solutions is looking to maximize different creative ways to be more resourceful and to do more with less.
Yeah, no, it's a key point. And again, this is, of course, a lot of commercial talk, but still, it is value for money. And again, less things to go wrong, right? Because if you have less of everything, then it's kind of better. It's also from an architectural standpoint, some interesting things there. But you got more. You got more.
Yeah, this is my favorite one. Collaboration across multiple venues, studios, and remote locations.
Yeah.
And that's what the standard allows people to take advantage of, that they can collaborate better. They can use their resources at their home production facility for graphics, for audio, for camera shading, and they can work together over IP.
But
that's what IP enables.
It's kind of like, one signal to rule them all, not to get, too Tolkien here, but it's again this kind of thing where you can access your signal from wherever in full motion with full color accuracy and of course with audio, so that basically you can be wherever. And that is, you're right, it's one of the most important things we've seen, especially the last year, of course, but we've seen this trend for many, many years, because again, you don't need to move the people, you only need to move the signal. And what's better technology than IP to do this?
Right, and you could use the most talented people, whether they're in front of the camera or behind the camera, and you can utilize the best and the brightest that you have in your organization wherever they're located.
Yeah, oh, you're so right. But we might have got to move on. We got more points to cover, because you're not finished with that one. You got more stuff.
New and more efficient workflows that will lead to greater and better content. Yeah. Well, that's absolutely true, because now you can have these various workflows and you can generate content, as we just said, from anywhere. And because of its flexibility, it allows you to create more content. So the content is king, as you know. Everybody needs a lot of content to keep the machine going. You can generate more content from anywhere.
Absolutely, and again, I think this points out to something that is close to my heart as well, and that is it's the quality of the content that also needs to be pushed, because it's not about creating more hours; it's just creating it better. And some of that things can be done by the former things you talked about, that you don't move the people, you utilize the best of your people wherever they are into a collaborative environment, and that is one of the purposes with the IP network overall.
Absolutely. It all goes hand in hand.
That's pretty cool. But let's move on, because you got another point, haven't you?
Okay. Reduce remote production costs with less equipment and staff on site. Yeah. Again, you have remote productions, and now you don't need to bring your whole studio people and all your equipment in flyaway cases and stage cases, or big 53-foot trailers and production trucks and OB vans, and you have your graphic trailer and you have your transmission trailer, and you have all these trailers going out on location. You got to put up those people at hotels. You have to feed them. It becomes very, very expensive. It's like moving the circus around the country. But
it's very true. It's surely can feel like that, but also the quality can sometimes suffer, because if you then are on tight schedule and you have to fly in, do some work, and then fly out again, that is not really nice. You have to have some acclimatization time. You have to do rehearsals, and then of course you spend quite a lot of time on the venue. I'm not saying that I probably think that, you know, any people on the venue is going to disappear. We tried, everybody's tried robotic cameras with no great deal of success. So humans are still the best on doing creative stuff. But you know, not having to move everybody to the venue is just perfect. I like it.
Right. But there's a lot of technical people, and there's a lot of functions that can happen just as effectively at the home studio production center. You can have your camera shaders, you can have your, you know, people at your PCR and your production control center. You can have your, you know, camera people all working, you know, from their home studio.
Yeah.
Graphics as well, the graphics people.
Yeah. But it's just perfect. I love it a lot, and that's one of the key elements with this technology that basically, you know, makes it just unbeatable. But Joe, you know, even though we can talk all evening, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we just can't do that because basically it's time to leave it over to you. Have a full day ahead of you with working, you know, diligently on selling this equipment into the most stringent broadcast centers, if I know you well.
Yeah, we're reaching out to the industry, and I'll be launching the 2110 Solutions website the end of this week.
Cool.
And we'll be going out with a campaign to introduce the company and what we're all about, and then pointing everyone to the website and pointing folks to Bridge Technologies as a monitoring and analysis and visualization tool. Because, you know, you have all of these sources now and all of this content. You have to have a way to monitor it and to analyze all of those workflows, and on top of it, then you have to be able to visualize that, and the widgets are a perfect way to put up your monitors and to create your walls at, you know, with exceptional quality and very low latency.
That's very, very true. Yeah, oh my God, you make me, you know, lyric. And of course, you know, we got Tim still with us. Hello, Tim. What about, you know, kind of a theme song for the widgets? We should make that into a theme here, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I'll discuss with Axel, and we'll come back to you next week, if that's okay.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Do you mind if I ask Joe one question?
Yes.
Joe, since we can't travel, obviously, there's one burger that I'm missing, and you could probably get it in New York, actually. It's from Shake Shack. It's the Montebello, the Portobello mushroom burger. So if you could go out and get me one of those, that'd be great.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe we could put it in a freezer pack and send it over to you.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely perfect. I
look forward to the day when I can hand deliver them to you in my suitcase.
Exactly.
Like the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. That's very true. No, but Joe, it's been a pure privilege to have you on the show. Thank you very much. And you know, I hope that you will then have a continuously fantastic day. I can't wait to see your new website. And basically, welcome back to the show. And for this time, then bye to you.
I look forward to being a regular guest. Thanks, Simen.
No, and thank you to Joe, which basically then have been here on the show, and that is absolutely great. So without further ado, I thank you for watching the Bridge Show, and until next time, then see you on Tuesday.